Hey guys, this is IrieStarcraft and I'm back to cast another game for you. This will be a 4 versus 4 on Sand Canyon, and just so that you guys all know, tomorrow at 7:30 Pacific and 10:30 Eastern will be the Zeke.com 4v4 tournament, and I'm going to be casting that live on my Justin.tv channel. So in preparation from that, I'm going to get to a couple more 4v4 games. There's actually a couple of 4 Zerg teams in the tournament, and I believe one of which is the team in this game, so I thought in preparation for that we should check out some of these 4 Zerg strategies, which to my knowledge involve lots of Zerglings, but we'll see. As let's get to the game. So it's going to be 7 the red Zerg player, and microBOSS the blue Zerg, and microSUNG the purple Zerg, and Molar the teal Zerg. And their opponents will be Earthmaster, the orange Protoss, and Ice, the yellow Zerg, and Gur, the pink Terran, and aPeeMLo, the green Zerg. So just to make sure that there's nothing crazy going on, there is something crazy going on. We have a forge on the way for Earthmaster, so he is looking to be aggressive with some cannons, I believe. Either that, or he's going to be cannoning inside of his mineral line to try and survive the mass of Zerglings that's going to be coming his way. And so, checking out the Zerg players, we actually have some different timings on the pool, or on the spawning pools. It looks like microBOSS and Molar are behind on their spawning pool. So a couple of them going for 10 pools, a couple going for later pools. We'll see if he tries to go for roaches or what, or why he's choosing to go for a later spawning pool. That will likely be revealed soon. Gur, meanwhile, looks like he is going for a Hellion build. I would have expected to be a Hellion build, but no, he's going to be bunkering up inside of his mineral line. So definitely preparing for the mass of Zerglings is the right team, and the Zerglings are on the way. Earthmaster has one cannon already down. He's going to wall this area off with a gateway. And Ice has got some Zerglings of his own out to try and deflect this early pressure. As you can see, Zergling speed on the way for the 10 poolers. And it looks like Molar going for that Roach War, and you can see in the production tab. And so going to be following up some early Zergling pressure with some Roaches, and now Ice is running his Zerglings down here to the bottom. I guess he sees 7 Zerglings gathering down in the bottom, and he is sending his Zerglings down there a little bit indecisive. And could this be a distraction, a diversionary tactic from the left team? I'm very interested here. aPee though, aPee the green Zerg, gotta be careful splitting his Zerglings up there. And now with a superior number is going to force 7 to fall back. At the same time, microSUNG scouting up here, going to see 2 cannons perfectly placed here in the middle line for Earthmaster. Problem is he's not going to have any units on the field for a while to support any of his teammates. So the Zerg bases are going to be vulnerable. The Spinecrawler is just now finishing for Ice, and that is just in the nick of time, and he's got his Zerglings back to defend here. So not really, the left team not really able to apply much early pressure, considering that only 2 of them went for the 10 pool, but they are going to be following that up with quite a lot of Roaches here from Molar popping out. And let's see what it was. I believe microBOSS was the one that had the other late spawning pool, and I'm wondering where his units are right now. He appears to be going straight for a Spire, so perhaps somebody is feeding him gas or something to go for that Spire right away. So taking right to a Spire. You have 1 Zerg going for Spire, the other Roaches, the other 2 10 pools. And here comes the first assault. It looks like the Roaches and Zerglings are going to go right after Earthmaster's base, and he's going to be in some trouble here. These Roaches should be able to take care of the cannons from around in this area if they want, but they need to be careful, as Ice has a lot of Zerglings on the field, and he wants them to engage those cannons so he can come around the back. It looks like he's going to be forced to fall back into his own mineral line here, getting a second Spinecrawler that is just finishing. This could be pretty close. The defenses are pretty good here. A 3rd Spinecrawler, excuse me, a 4th Spinecrawler is on the way. There's already 3 here, and microSUNG trying to get his Zerglings inside here. The positioning though from Ice is superior. He's doing quite a bit of damage while defending this. He's going to probably need help here, though. More roaches are streaming in from Molar and more Zerglings from microSUNG. Ice is in a lot of trouble. He is definitely going to need help. At the same time, Zerglings from aPeeMLo are meeting in the middle with 7 and going eye for an eye down there. And that is not what the right team needed to happen, as I think they were trying. Oh, look at here. Gur is going directly for Banshees and cloaking. So going to be conceding Ice's base in this game, trying to escape with some drones, but that is not going to happen. However, there are 2 Banshees popping out right now for Gur, and I don't believe any Banshees are already made it across the map, but at the same time, microBOSS does have his Mutalisk coming out right now, and so that cloaking is definitely going to be huge for Gur to be able to do much with the Banshees. The Banshees actually coming over here to play a defensive role and start picking off this army from Molar, these super slow roaches. So Earthmaster going to try and stay alive as long as possible while the Banshees do work from the air. But I expect to see some Mutalisks coming flying in here to take out these Banshees any minute. We will see, though. These roaches are taking out 1 cannon and going to be working on the 2nd cannon, it looks like, in here. And here comes the Mutalisk from microBOSS, going to be taking out those Banshees. More Banshees are on the way from Gur, but it looks like he's going to go ahead and send those across the map. Meanwhile, Earthmaster's base in lots of trouble. The right team really up against it. 4 Zerg seeming pretty powerful right now. So, I mean, the Roach-Ling Muta combo, pretty devastating. At the same time, there are more Mutas picking off Overlords down here at the bottom. It looks like aPeeMLo, I'm having trouble with his name, aPeeMLo, trying to make a counterattack here. Almost a desperation move at this point, but 7, too many Zerglings down there. Earthmaster's base crumbling right now. Gur continuing to produce these Banshees, and he had 2 of them down here, I think. Maybe the Mutalisk intercepted those Banshees. But this game looks to be over pretty quickly here, as Zerglings streaming down into the bottom right side and going to go ahead and clean up aPeeMLo's base, as there's already tons of Mutalisks in there. And Banshee's working on the roaches, but that is not going to do much, as these units are way too fast. These Zerglings, I should say, and Mutalisks are going to chase the Banshees around, and it looks like that is going to do it for this game. So I've got another game with a 4 Zerg team that I would like to cast before the tournament tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and get to that game next. And for now, as we watch Molar and microSUNG just doing dirty work, cleaning up the trash down here, as Ice GG's out, 7 GG's out. So I want to thank microBOSS for sending me this game, showing the power of the 4 Zerg team, and there are a couple of 4 Zerg teams in the tournament tomorrow, so it should be pretty exciting to see them matched up against some of the other top 4v4 teams. Unfortunately for the right team, they were not able to do a whole lot in this game, and the Mutalisk really proving to be the trump card there at the end. And so I don't know if I have any words of encouragement for the right team on how to handle this kind of approach, but maybe we'll see something in the next game, because I'm going to cast another 4 Zerg game. And so that's going to do it for me. This is IrieStarcraft, and peace out.